During the hottest days of summer, it becomes so important for parents to take extra precautions. Leaving a child in a hot car can be very deadly, and we welcome Jeanette Fennell. She created a look before you lock problem, but you have to hear the background behind this because you had a really difficult experience that led you to create that.
Well, how we got started in all of this is my husband and I were kidnapped, and we were locked in the trunk of our car. And all that happened when we had no idea what had happened to our then 9-month-old baby. So to make a really long story short, obviously we did survive, but we're the organization that went on to collect data and learn more about this issue. And you know, anyone that has a car 2002 or newer, there's this little glow-in-the-dark trunk release. And the best news, of course, is the fact that no one has died in the trunk of a car that has that release. So it works.
Wow, it does work. But what are the statistics before that? How serious of a problem was this, or has this been?
Well, no one knew, and the reason is our government had been only collecting data that happens on the public road or highway. So things like trunk entrapment and kids being strangled by power windows, children left in hot cars, none of that data was being collected. So, you know, we're the ones who brought it to the national attention, but the great news now, of course, is we did get the government, through an act of Congress, to start collecting data, and it's not a small problem.
And when we talk about really extreme temperatures like we are, and the kids in the car, I mean, very dangerous situation. Tell us about the resources that you provide.
Well, we have this new program. It's called Look Before You Lock. And what we really want people to understand, especially new parents, is that our brains can let us down, and especially when the babies are young. We've got sleep deprivation, or a lot of stress.
We know about that.
and just the slightest change in routine can cause this to happen. So the most important message for parents to know is don't think it can't happen to you, because this is happening to the best of parents. And so then on the back we have these little be safe messages, and the first one is, you know, take your cell phone, take your handbag, your employee badge, put it in that back seat on the floor in front of the child. Look before you lock. We want you to open that back door and make sure everything that needs to be delivered has been delivered. Another tip we have is, you know, take this teddy bear, keep it in the child's car seat.
That serves as a reminder, like a trigger.
Yeah, as soon as you put the baby in the car seat, put that up front, and we are very cue dependent, so this becomes your cue. And another thing that's so important is make sure you have an ironclad policy with your child care provider. If your baby doesn't show up on time, or if you're going to be late, you know, call them. But if they don't have a call from you and they don't have the baby, you give them every number conceivable to find you. That little phone call would have made the difference in life and death to so many children.
Really important information. So we have a link to that card that you showed us on our website, NBCActionNews.com. Just click on Scene on 41. And Kids in Cars is also a charity participating in the Midwest Classic Golf Tournament next month, which I know is going to be just a really great fundraiser. And again, just go to our website for more details. Curtis and George.
What an amazing story.